Hello guys and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we are going to discuss the 11th house in Vedic Astrology. So we are starting now. Okay, this is the 11th house in Vedic Astrology, this thing. And for Libra ascendant, it is ruled by Leo, which means a lot of political friends or influential and creative famous friends, maybe. So 11th house is related to Aquarius, because this is the original 11th zodiac sign, and of course Saturn, because Saturn is the ruler of Aquarius plus Rahu. So this house is very, very important, and all the planets will give good results in this house. It is called, in Vedic astrology, it is called Labha Bhava. Okay, so of course, if you want to know the power, how strong is that house, you have to check the planets in the 11th house, the lord of the 11th house, the nakshatras in the 11th house. You have to check the aspects of other planets to the 11th house. So after this, you will have some kind of idea whether your 11th house is strong, and how to activate it depends on the planetary period that you are in. Okay, so we are starting. The motto of the 11th house is "I understand," the same as the Aquarius. The direction is southeast. The karka of this house is Jupiter, because this is the planet of money and wealth. Digbala, no planet finds Digbala here. Type, this is the third Kama house, responsible for desires, and the fourth Upachaya house. So with time, this house will get better and better and better. The body parts are the ankles and the down, I cannot show you, the down part of the legs. This is the body parts that this house rules. Okay, so so now we are going to discuss the key specifications and the key traits of this house. First, this is the house of income. Second house is savings. Ninth house is again house of money, but house of wealth. And 11th house, but the main wealth giving houses are 2nd and 11th. These are the main. 2nd is the savings, 11th is the income. So all the money that comes to your life are ruled by the 11th house. 11th house is the house of your wishes and desires, and it will show you how you're going to make your dreams come true. Whether you're going to make your dreams come true is seen from this house. This is the house of your social networks, your friends. This is the house of your social involvement. This is the house of your elder siblings too. This is the house of society. This is the house of very influential people, very famous people, powerful people. You can see them from the 11th house, from your 11th house. This is the house, it is called trick house. Trick house because when you start following your dreams and following the earning money, following and making your dreams come true, you forget about yourself and you forget about God. And there is a price that you have to pay. That is a trick house. This is the reason. This is the house of big organization, NGO organization. This is a really humanitarian house, and it shows whether you're a humanitarian type of person or you're not. So these are the main traits of the 11th house, and now we're going to discuss this mic. Next time I'm going to buy another one. See, this is moving all the time. And the mic is on, that is the good news. Okay, so now we're going to discuss the planets through 11th house, in the 11th house, different planets. And of course you have to know your own chart in order to make a specific if to see whether your 11th house is strong or not. This is just a general speaking, general traits of one planet in the 11th house. If you have Sun in the 11th house, this may mean that your father is very influential, or you have very famous and rich and powerful people as friends in your social network, or you'll be a star, or you'll be famous, or because this is again noon, noon time, and this is a powerful position for the Sun, and you have a lot of gains through your father, for example, or you can become a great politic, or you can become a famous and creative person, very famous singer, for example. Sun shines here a lot. Of course, if it's debilitated, this can bring a lot of problems, and you will have problems with your ego and your friend's ego, and there will be some clashes and problems with the gains. If you have Moon, this means that you can become famous. You have very nice, caring friends, and you will care for your friends. You take care for others. You can become part of different big organizations that want to save the world, save the animals. I forgot to say that 11th house are the wild animals. So, for example, you can become part of PETA, but PETA or this kind, there has to be some connection with Pisces too. Some connection with Pisces, because Pisces is the other sign that is more humanitarian. Of course, Aquarius is humanitarian too, but let's say that 11th house combined with Pisces or Aquarius can make you become part of big organizations that want to change society, want to change the world and nature, to save the nature, save the animals. Moon here can bring a lot of friends, but you'll be attached only to a few, because Moon is very gentle planet, and it doesn't show herself to others very easily. If you have Mercury, this means that you will love to be in big circles, you love partying, you love to be among many people discussing ideas, discussing problems of society, problems of religion, depending on the sign. You will be surrounded by clever guys and girls. Venus here can bring you a lot of wealth, can bring you a lot of female friends, can bring you you can become part of very art circles and networks. If you have Mars here, this will make you a big fighter for dreams, for making your dreams come true. Aggression. If it's debilitated, this will bring competition in your social circles and conflicts and arguments. If you have Saturn here, you have less friends, but they will be very loyal, and you can at the beginning of your life you will have problems with your incomes, but in time you get more and more income through hard work, discipline, organization, and you can become very rich. If you have Jupiter, big circles of intelligent, educated people, or religious people, or people that love traveling, or you can become part of many organizations, because Jupiter loves this type of, likes big organizations, especially if they're in the field of spirituality and religion. Here Jupiter can bring a lot of wealth, but this is the karka of this house, the soul planet of this house, so it can bring a lot of, at the beginning it can bring issues, and you can have problems with your income and your gains. If you have Rahu feels very good here, because Rahu wants everything that describes the 11th house: money, fame, desires. This is the mission. Rahu represents the mission of our life, and it is a head without body and wants to eat. It wants everything. Rahu wants to be the king. So this is the perfect position for Rahu, even better than the 10th house. And if you have Rahu here, you'll be able to achieve everything you want. Of course, if Rahu is placed in a good sign. If you have Ketu here, this means that you'll be detached from your income. You will not need, money will not make you happy. Friends will not make you happy. Maybe you need to express yourself. Maybe you need children. Maybe you need to create something that makes you inspired and happy. But Ketu will detach you, or you have friends that are very, very strange. Outcast people, outcasts, yes, unprivileged people, or you can help in unprivileged people in society, and you become part of big organizations, social organizations. If you have Uranus, this means changing a lot of your networks, rebellious. You can have friends, different friends that are very different from the world, or from the other world. Neptune here can bring lies and illusion in your network circle, so you have to be careful with your friends and with your money. And Pluto here in a good sign can bring massive, massive wealth. Or if it's in a bad sign, you can lose everything, depending on the sign. So if the Lord of the 11th house is in the 2nd house, this means great wealth. This is Dana Yoga. So this combination can bring a lot of money in your life. If the 11th house is in the 7th house, this will be my question now. This will be the game. What will happen if the Lord of the 11th house is in the 7th house? You can leave a comment now, just a short description, a short suggestion. What will happen if the Lord of the 11th house is in the 7th house, the house of your spouse? Pause now the video and leave a comment. Okay, so if the Lord of the 11th house is in the 7th house, this means that you most probably you can earn money through your marriage, or your spouse can be very powerful, very influential person, and can bring wealth in your life. This is the short explanation what means to have the Lord of the 11th house in the 7th. Of course, if it's well placed. If it's badly placed, this can mean that you can lose your wealth through your spouse, or you have problems with in the marriage, because 11th house is strict house and it's mild Dushtana house, not Dushtana house, mild bad house, because it is 6th from the 6th house. 6th house is the problems, conflicts, and it is a bad house, mild bad house. So if the Lord of the 11th house is badly placed, this means problems with your marriage and spouse related to money and desires. Maybe he will be an obstacle for you to make your dreams come true. Okay, this is a short explanation about the 11th house. I hope you like it. The next video is about the 12th house. Is the final video from the house series in Vedic Astrology. So see you soon. Thank you for watching this video. Hey you beautiful YouTuber. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. I want you to invite you to become part of the family of astrology coaching by Anatoly, and together like a big online family, we're going to make our dreams come true. We're going to change our lives thanks to astrology and spiritual coaching. New videos are coming every week. This is just the beginning. So we are going to make our dreams come true, and like the lotus flower, we will rise from the mud of our pain and we will blossom in happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.